G'day! Welcome to Todd's Kitchen. When I was young, when Mum used to take me to the local fair or the local markets, one thing she liked to buy me was a toffee apple. That really brings back some fond memories. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a toffee apple in your own home. Now into a saucepan, place 2 cups of regular sugar, then 1 cup of water. Now we're just going to continuously stir this until all the sugar is completely dissolved. Okay, so I have this on a very high heat. Just put it up as high as you can, and you just want to bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, once the sugar is all completely dissolved, then we're going to turn it down to a simmer for about 20 minutes. Now just make sure you keep on stirring this, otherwise the sugar is going to burn on the base of the pot. Okay, once the sugar is dissolved, put in about half a teaspoon of cream of tartar for every 2 cups of sugar. And we'll just stir that right in. Okay, as you can see, it's starting to boil now, so we're going to let this boil for another 2 minutes. Then we're going to put it down to a simmer. We're going to lower the temperature about halfway and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Just give it a stir every now and then just to keep it going. Okay, now while it's boiling, put in about 3 or 4 drops of red food colouring. Put in a couple more there, but so just so it's nice and red, just like that. Of course, if you want to use a different colour, there's no hesitation on trying something different, but I'll be using red apples, so I want to use a red food colouring just so it matches. Okay, so it's been boiling down for about 2 minutes, so I'm going to put it down onto a simmer for 20 minutes. Alright, now while we're waiting for the toffee mixture, we're going to get our apples. Note that I've decored them and given them a good wash. And I'm going to use these food sticks here. Now, I picked these up from the bargain shop. I think they're about $2 or so. So they're pretty cheap to get. Or you can use paddle pop sticks. It's really up to you. So whatever way sits down the best, which will be this side. Yep. So it's just a matter of getting this and sticking it through there. There we go. And just repeat for the rest of them. Okay, once the bubbles have decreased in size like so, I'm going to get a container of cold water. Just get a little bit like this, you're going to pour it straight into there. Straight into the cold water. Now let that sit for about a minute. What this does is, once it's cooled down, if it cracks, it's ready. If it's still soft and very sticky, then obviously it needs a bit longer. Okay, so as you can see, it's all nice and hard and ready. So we're going to take it off the stove. Now it's just a simple matter of dipping the apple into the mixture and giving it a good turn. Just keep doing this until you get a nice coat going there. Be very careful you don't get any of this on your skin because it will burn. And worst of all, it'll stick to your skin too, so it'll make the burn even worse. So never let the kids do this, always do it yourself. Give it a few more turns so it's properly coated. Try and get it so it's just touching the stick, like so, and we'll stick it on the tray. And just repeat for the rest of your apples. Okay, so it's been about an hour and they're completely set. Look at that, yummo. Now you can trim this stuff off if you like. I like to keep it there, it just adds a little more panache. But let's give one of these a taste. Oh, that is good. Oh, that is really good. It sure does bring back some memories. A lovely sugary taste on the outside, and the healthiness of the apple. Best of both worlds. Well, that sure was delish, and they were incredibly easy and simple to make, as well as cheap, and make a perfect little treat for kids and adults alike. Thank you for watching this episode of Todd's Kitchen. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll see you again for my next wonderful recipe.